Is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY. I'm Kevin Hart. Here we are in the Hoagland Center for the Arts. Just wrapped up some filming on STC's Murder Mystery Dinner Theater production of Sugar and Vice. I am joined by the director and the producer, Kim and Cynthia. How are you guys?
Doing very well. Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys. So the Murder Mystery. This is usually this is one of the productions, one of many that had to be pushed back because of the pandemic. Now we are filming it. People are able to participate live. So how was the process of this going into I guess last year when you guys were doing it, and then was it picking it right back up? Was it did you guys do any more obviously some extra rehearsals, I'm sure, but how was that process?
So essentially, Kevin, this show was ready to go. Like second week of March, we had our tech week. We actually went dark, and that Thursday night before opening night, and we woke up the next morning and the whole world had shut down. And so at that point, we thought, it was week to week. We thought we were just getting pushed off, and then a year later, here we are. Trying to bring it back to life, and we were lucky enough that everybody, the whole staff and the cast, were all able to come back and do it. And I'll let Kim talk about the process this time.
Yeah. And not just able to, but willing to, and really looked forward to it. They saw it as a good thing, not something they felt they had to do. We started out with rehearsals via Zoom, and we did probably a half dozen rehearsals on Zoom, just to kind of get back into character. And early on it was just mostly get through the lines and get back into the feeling and the rhythm of it, and give them some context for learning their lines again. And then we quickly found that Zoom had pretty well run its course with this cast, because it came back pretty quickly. I mean, they had prepared the whole show. So when we came back in with rehearsals, we started doing a lot of different safety measures, and every rehearsal was masked and up until they recorded. So seeing each other on stage for the recording was like the first time most of these people saw each other fully in that time. So it's been really interesting. They ended up with a completely different show in some ways, because they took what was already totally ready and made it even better. Yeah. They developed the characters further, and a lot of them came to understand it all even better than they had the first time around, and so it made their delivery and their interactions even more entertaining and meaningful.
Great. That is great. That is awesome. And I was here tonight helping out with a little bit of it with the soundboard and a little bit of the filming as well. So I got to see some of the production. From what I saw, it is great. It is a lot of fun, and so I got a little taste of the rehearsal. I mean, the filming as well, and some of the rehearsing that went along with it. So when you guys recorded other parts of the show earlier, how did that process go, and the preparation of getting into filming this, of course, with some of the rehearsals, but how did you get prepared for filming all this?
Well, sure. So obviously, putting on a show on stage is a lot different than recording a show. And so Kim took a look at the script and broke it up into basically entrances and exits, little mini scenes. And we essentially filmed each scene at least 3 times, from a wide shot, and then just different characters' perspectives. And then we'd go back in and get close-ups of facial expressions that we definitely wanted to capture. So it took a lot longer than the show itself is only about an hour long, and we've put about 6.5 hours of filming into it. So it was a long, arduous process, but we are so excited to see the final result.
absolutely, and it's going to be always a fun time, the Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. But it's going to be a little different, as many shows have been a little different this past year. But it's the live element that goes along with it, because this is recorded, but there will be a live portion that you will be able to interact, as well as with also the dinner with some of the sponsors. So how is this recorded show going to be live for everyone?
Well, before the show and at the end of the show, on every set show night, there will be members of the cast here in costume, in character, and they will basically introduce the game portion of the show, and give the kind of rules and expectations and kind of how things are going to work out, the phone number and instructions on how to interact. Because since it's a murder mystery, you want to have that interaction with the audience, and obviously that's lacking in recording, so this was a way to get some interaction, having that live element of people there and presenting the audience, and then later on, once there is a winner decided, that person will be announced by those cast members. So that'll give kind of a little more of a personal touch to what would otherwise be, let's stream a show online.
Yeah, that's great, and that's so cool. You'll be able to see a great show supporting the arts and a little interaction. You might be able to even win a prize. So, with this production, how are people able to watch it, and when will they be able to watch it?
Okay, so the show is going to stream Fridays and Saturdays starting April 30th. So April 30th, May 1st, May 7th, and May 8th. And we have been able to partner with some great community businesses. So normally Murder Mystery is a dinner. And so we, as a board, came together and said, okay, how can we offer as close to the experience as we usually do? And so we had this awesome idea to reach out to some of our local businesses, Anvil and Forge, La Piazza, and Jerk Shop Go. And so they're going to be putting together different menu options for different evenings that people can purchase through our ticketing website. And you can purchase the dinner and a show, or you can just purchase the show tickets as well, alone if you want to eat elsewhere. But essentially, it's just been a great community coming together to put on this production.
All right, wonderful. So you will be able to get those tickets online through Showtix for You, and that will be on the 30th is when that premieres.
We do need, if you're going to purchase food tickets, we do need those tickets purchased by the Wednesday prior to each show weekend.
Good information to know the Wednesday before each weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'm sure we will be doing this again sometime soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you guys. It's Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY.